Good morning, traders. Welcome to today's market review. This is Razak at CMTrading. Today is January 25th, 2016, and today is Monday morning. So looking at the economic calendar today, two major numbers coming out of the euro, one at 11 a.m. South African time. That's a German IFO business climate number, basically gauging the health of the economy in Germany. And then we have at 8 p.m. President Draghi will be speaking. That's the ECB president. That's the European Central Bank president. So needless to say, maybe it will add some help to the euro. Looking at the euro, we've breached this 108.28 level, and we're trading on 108.11, just below this threshold, this support line of 108.28. So have we breached necessarily the support line? We have breached a support line. Now we have another support line here being formed at 107.89-ish level. So we may find ourselves in a new trading range as the markets rallied in the United States. So looking at the daily, we are at the bottom of this range here. As you can see, might be a good place to pick it up if Draghi is going to say some positive things on the euro today. So, you know, these things correlate with the news, and sometimes they're really good opportunities to jump in. So, you know, if you want to, you know, just put out some feelers out there, you know, small lots, and just to see if they firm up and then get a little bit more aggressive as the day continues. Looking at the Dow Jones last week, Dow Jones rallied big on last Friday. The question is this a dead cat bounce, or is this a short covering rally, or is this just a you know, an end to the bearish market that we've seen? So I mean, you know, in either case, we've hit support here, well, 15,500-ish level. As you can see, we hit it once before, and now we're hitting it again. So, you know, ultimately, for this to really break down further, we need to really breach this 15,500 and to actually close below it in order to continue the bearish market. I believe we're going to bounce here for a little bit going into the last week of January and then going into February. But then I think we're going to continue our sell-off. But that's looking at the daily chart. This is a weekly chart. Obviously, we have much more to go down if there is a correction in this bear market that we're going to see. So ultimately, you know, a good trading opportunity in either direction. If you are trading the Dow Jones, it opens up 4 o'clock South African time, 4:30 to be exact. But ultimately, many opportunities in the Dow Jones, and that's creating multiple opportunities elsewhere as well. Looking at oil here, oil bounced nicely over the past couple of days, going from 28 to 32, finally seeing above $30 a barrel, which is a very, very major move for oil. So again, have we seen the end of this bearish market for oil? I don't think so. Are there people needing to take profit here? Absolutely. And with that said, you know, it stands to reason that it's going to bounce a little bit. Looking at gold firming here to 1100. Excuse me. We're at the top of the range again. We have a little bit of a resistance between 1100 and 1108. This is a 4-hour chart, but if we look at a daily chart, we've seen that we haven't really gone above this in a very, very long time. We've rallied before to 1183 last summer, but ultimately speaking, you know, we are still in a bullish market in the equity section. So, you know, that's going to have its effect on gold. But as you can see, as the jitters are, you know, happening in the equity market with the Dow Jones, the DAX, the FTSE, obviously the Johannesburg Stock Exchange, people are taking their money out of equities and funneling it into gold. So, you know, in 2007, 2011 was the peak of gold, as you can see here, and then we've retraced since then. I always was a fan of this breaking $1,000 per ounce, $1,000 per ounce, but we haven't hit that. We've come as low as 1050, as you can see here, 1053, but we've bounced off of that now, and so I think we'll be trading in a range between 1100 and at 10:53, we may break this upside, and if we do, we could definitely see it go to 11:33, 11:40-ish level. So, gold is creeping up and starting to be back in play, and starting to be a player again. Looking at the GBP Japanese yen, we rallied tremendously since last week. I mean, we've the big short covering here from this huge sell-off. Again, the question is are we going to see this correct itself and come back to this 177 level and then sell off again, or are we going to see a continued sell-off? That remains to be seen, and you got to be in it to win it. So, you have to continuously follow up on what's going on. Looking at the USDCAD as well, we had a tremendous correction all the way going down from 146 to 141. A lot of volatility in this pair, as the Canadian dollar has really depreciated over the past couple of years from almost par, okay, of being $1 to the $1 to the $1 to being $1 to 1.40 Canadian dollars. So obviously a big depreciation, but as you can see here, there's a tremendous correction up here. So you got to keep an eye on this as well. This is Fred Razak at CMTrading. I want to wish you guys a great trading day. Thank you.